Isn't that fascinating? The Folks token is almost 3xing today. The general market is doing fine, but Folks is definitely outperforming. Now, why is that? We've got the announcement of a new roadmap. So Folks Finance is investing $15 million worth of tokens to support a new cross-chain lending program. But isn't it interesting how a simple roadmap announcement can push up the price by that much? On-chain, we don't have much liquidity. The Folks token is listed on several blockchains. We've got it on Avalanche, we've got it on Base. It's also on Algorand, it's also on Ethereum. But even though this is a top 100 cryptocurrency in terms of market cap, the most liquid of those tokens is the one on Algorand with only $235,000 worth of liquidity. And in the last 24 hours, we saw less than 1,000 wallets interacting with the token. Now, granted, there were way more buyers than sellers, which pushes up the price still. For something with a market cap of $500 million, seeing that little liquidity, it doesn't make much sense. So is this rally really organic? Now, there might not be that much liquidity on-chain, but there is an off-chain aggregator, the PancakeSwap Infinity Exchange. Here we've got 119 million worth of trading volume. So that's for the Binance Smart Chain. On the Binance Smart Chain, we've got 1,312 holders. And here is the number of holders based on holding thresholds. So on the left side, we've got the number of wallets with 25 tokens. That's roughly $1,000 worth of the token. In the middle, it's $10,000 worth of the token. On the right, it's $100,000 worth of the token. You can clearly see how the token is not necessarily popular among the retail investors. Less than 200 wallets on the Binance Smart Chain. And I don't really think that this is a spot-driven rally. It's definitely not an on-chain driven rally, but it's also not a spot-driven rally through the PancakeSwap Infinity market maker. Instead, this is a perpetual futures driven rally. So there are levered bets on the price, and that's what's driving everything. There's 1.8 billion with a B worth of trading volume in the last 24 hours on Binance. Again, compare this with the spot trading volume. It's less than 1/10 of what we see on the perpetual futures. And I'd make the argument that even that spot trading volume that we see here is just arbitrage bots that are trading spot versus the actual price driver, the perpetual futures. By the way, if you're enjoying this video so far, then feel free to give it a like. It will help to spread the word. It will tell the algorithm to show the video to more people. Thank you very much. So let's have a look at the perpetual futures. Check this out. This is the funding rate. It's extremely negative. What does that mean? It means that there's more short positions than long positions. Most people that use perpetual futures now, they are betting on falling prices of Folks. It costs money to get short exposure, and you get additional return if you go long the token. How much additional return? 2% every 8 hours. So if you're considering to buy Folks, maybe it's smarter to just go long on the perpetual futures because you get extra return of roughly 6% every single day. But is it so smart to go long, Folks? My impression is that one of the reasons why the price is going up is that because there is this overhang of short positions, the market makers are taking the counter position. So many people are very skeptical that Folks can perform further. Many people are skeptical that the announcement here warrant that the price should go up that much. And so when the retail investor is betting on falling prices, the market makers take the counter position. But when the market makers have too much of a long position and at the same time they own a lot of the supply, then they can push up the remaining liquid supply even further and force liquidate all the shorts and make money in the process. Just have a look at the liquidations. Yesterday, we saw almost 7 million worth of short liquidations. And today isn't yet over. There's a good chance that if the price continues rallying, that we'll even see more liquidations today. The open interest, so the amounts of bets on the Folks Finance price, went sky high. It's close to 100 million now. This is huge compared to the liquid supply on-chain, but it's probably also very large compared to the supply that's held in general by the retail investor. We have seen the on-chain numbers. So pretty much all of the supply is held by a few key players, and they can manipulate the price in any direction. And as long as there's enough people that still bet on falling prices, it is very much worth to push the price up, especially if that liquidates more shorts and it provides on top of that 6% every single day. The trading volume, of course, on the perpetual futures also went through the roof. It's close to $2 billion now on a single day. And that's really while the price is going up. This is, folks, relative to the others' market cap. As long as the funding rate stays negative, this price will rise. Once enough shorts have been liquidated and the attention on folks dies down, then the market makers, of course, have to also offload the token. But will this happen today? Will this happen tomorrow? Will this happen the day after tomorrow? Your guess is as good as mine. Right now, the momentum is very much intact, and that's simply because too many people are betting on falling prices. I think it's very risky to bet on falling prices on something that has that much attention. This is now the popular trade. We never want to make the popular trade, right? We don't want to buy Bitcoin when everybody talks about it. We don't want to buy a certain stock when it gets super hyped. And so conversely, we also don't want to short an asset when everybody else is shorting it. That's very, very risky. And so there's a very good chance that folks will continue to appreciate. Again, until the last pessimist has been cleansed out of the market. Volatility, of course, is very high though, right? Folks can very easily drop 30 to 40% in the span of just a few hours. Now, if you find this all a bit complicated and you simply just want to copy trade whatever I do, then there's also the premium membership of this channel. So whenever I bet on rising or on falling prices on a particular cryptocurrency, I announce this in the channel. And in July of this year, we also opened an automatic copy trading pool. That pool so far has made 17.6%, while Bitcoin during the same time period crashed by more than 22%. That's the idea. We want to bet on performance independent of the macro environment. We might just go sideways in the market and we still make money. And if you're going down, we try to protect that capital. And we're achieving this by doing something called macro hedging, right? So we go long, say, a particular cryptocurrency while we go short the entire market. So we're really just betting on the delta. And so we're not really interested what the general market is doing. Even if we are in a bear market, by just betting on the deltas, we can still produce performance. You can simply copy trade and even do this with leverage, right? Here are a few trades made by community members. Or if you want to invest in the next copy trading vault, that will be available to the annual members of this channel. The next copy trading capital pool opens in January of 2026. Thanks again for watching. Hope to see you on premium. Link pops up here on the screen. See you next time. Cheers.